All right, everyone, welcome back for another episode of Carnivore Trades. Today is Tuesday, June 18th, 2024. If you're not done so already, please give the video a thumbs up, like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Come find me on carnivoretrades.com for swing trading alerts, analysis, and live day trading. Anyways, let's get into it today. So, markets here today in an extremely tight range, and we're basically asleep here. I'll keep the video a little bit short for you guys today. I know it is a holiday, or we're about to have a holiday here. You're going to see here on the SPY, 28 million. So, and we're closing in about 10 minutes. So, again, markets here, outside of this little poke down right there at around 11 o'clock, and this little poke above around 1:32 o'clock. Take a look at the low here, 54.75, and then take a look at the high, 54.85. So 10 points. That's it. Definitely a holiday type session here. And I think we're going to get similar type price action Thursday and into Friday. Made sideways to up, that type of thing here. So I do think that we'll have a positive bias. I'm kind of in a June OPEX. We could see a little bit of those flows kind of dissipate as we get, after that. But right now, market just kind of basing here, and no real problem. So up move sideways, and as long as we're doing that, the market can continue to go higher. Now, where could we go here? Well, 5,500 is obviously just a stone's throw away. As I said yesterday, there was a lot of gamma there yesterday, this morning, and that did kind of just dissipate as we kind of crunched down a little bit. It looked like we were going to inch up there. You're just seeing a little bit of a mess right now. We could go up, down, all around in the last 10 minutes. It's not really of much consequence here. But, as long as the market is, up and then basing and then up and then basing, there's no problems here. Outside of the fact that the Qs are still way extended here. So even with this little pause day, you're going to need to do a lot more of that to work off that overbought condition. I don't think it will. I think it's just it's more likely that it melts into like 490 or so, or at least up a little bit, sideways to up for the last 2 days of the week. Again, remember, tomorrow we're off, so nothing really doing there. We only have 2 days left essentially for the quarterly OPEX, so just bear that in mind. And I think it's more likely that we kind of melt up, or at least sideways to up into that, and then I think you could maybe get a pullback perhaps the week after there. So we'll see what we get. One thing that's interesting though, again, it's just 1 day, but again, Q's down, 10 cents, and IWM is the leader. So up 20 basis points, Dow up 10 or 11, and the SPX up 20 as well. So again, IWM kind of shifting back to leadership here. Big headline, obviously, NVDA overtaking Microsoft. I told you that that would probably happen. And I think if there's an area where this could start to pull back here, it's probably, again, after OPEX. It's just kind of how these things work out, these quarterly flows. And, seeing getting upgraded again today by Wells Fargo. This is what these guys do. They upgraded at that. Nobody was telling you to buy it at 100, 125 or whatever. Whatever it was, it would have been $25 back then, but now they all want to upgrade it here. But either way, again, market's holding up here, and again, 55 is a little bit of a cap right now. 55.15 was a little bit of a level this morning. I don't know if they'll bring that back, but it could be something to watch as we get up into the end of the week. Again, watching this trend line here as well on the ES, and maybe we just kind of ride that up. So we'll keep an eye on that as well, but it is acting as a little bit of resistance right now, kind of just stalling out price ever so slightly, right? So not a ton. Actually, you can make a case we're actually holding it as support right now. But again, market's holding up. Nothing has changed. Again, like I said yesterday, breadth is not a reason to be short. It's a tool. It's a I wouldn't even say a condition. It's something to look at, but it's not a reason to be short. If you were short because of breadth, that means that you've been short really since you had to have been short since like here, right? I mean, so you're not doing too well. So if you want to use it as a warning, that's fine, but you need to get a reversal signal, right? An engulfing, a topping tail with volume accompanying it. I mean, I can't tell you how many people were telling me, oh, Aaron, we got an engulfing reversal here. There's no volume behind it. It's not reliable, right? So that's why it led to a whopping 4-day pullback and then new highs. So Again, nothing's changed here. We'll see if the Russell can continue to show leadership, maybe after OPEX. Well, right now, market's holding up okay. Dow up 62 cents on the diamond. It's still looking for about 395 on that in the near term, or perhaps in the semi-near term, I should say. SMH here up another 1.7. The SOX above this trend line here. We'll see if that holds by the end of the week. What a monster move here. I will say, semis are parabolic, overbought, extended, unsustainable. Every word in the book. NVDA, look at this, right? So, and this is a $3 trillion company. This is, if there is a big risk in the market, it's related to this thing, right? Because this is unsustainable, right? And you have a monthly gap too. So just be aware of that. But again, NVIDIA can pull back. It can pull back, and you could get rotation into Tesla. You can get rotation into Apple, which is on breakout now. You can get rotation to other names, energy, VNQ, these sectors we talk about every day that haven't really had the move yet. The Russell 2000. I know everybody hates the IWM, but usually it's the most hated before it breaks out. And you have weekly higher lows here. So just be aware of these things. But overall, again, market's holding up. IGV, again, here's another sector. I talked about this, possibly being a rotation sector. That pattern is not bad. I mean, this is a textbook bull flag here on the weekly time frame. And this, a breakout of this should take you easily up to all-time highs. In fact, if we really want to get into a long-term mindset here, 65 to 88, you're looking at 33 points. That's what, 110 from here? 110 area. So if that plays out measured move-wise, it's a big move. And that will be enough to offset NVIDIA if you get all those cloud stocks, Oracle, Adobe, CrowdStrike, all those stocks to move up. So just be aware of that stuff. Dow Transport's up, down 25 cents today, but nothing terrible there. We'll leave that be for now. Let's flip over to rates. Again, so we had a 20-year auction. It came in very good, very strong. And that's the yield curve. There we go. So 2-year, again, a little bit on the softer side. 5s, 10s, and 30s, all soft as well. And it looks like rates want to continue down. So again, markets, tend to like that. Rates coming down right now. And again, that's kind of the story. They're not going to go down too far. There are higher floors now, but in the near term, cyclically, you can get those, retraces. XHB down 7 cents, still inside of the wedge. No problems there. VNQ green on the day up 30 cents. Again, this can consolidate and look to break above that. I'm going to get rid of this because we don't need that anymore. I don't think we need this either. We could, just theoretically do that. And, you've got a decent pattern. If that can break above that, then you got a lot of resistance at 90. But again, what I'm saying here is there are sectors that can catch up. Anyway, XLF, Head and Shoulders has failed. So forget that. That has already failed. And, it's back up in an uptrend here. So banks holding up. KRE green on the day. KBE. This Head and Shoulders is still in play. Actually, technically it already failed here with this, but we'll give it the benefit of the doubt. We'll give them the benefit of the doubt for now, even though the weekly is not. Confirming broker-dealer is flat on the day. Nothing doing there. Crude with a really impressive move. Again, I wish I had held it longer, but is what it is there. I think this one's 81 to 82. So we are above the 80-50 handle. I talked about that 1, 2, 3, 4 rejections off of the 80 to 80-50 area. And that is breaking up back above all the moving averages. So this is just up and down, up and down. And it's good for trading, I guess. And it's just wait till everybody gets on one side of it and then just pick the other side. And that's been working here. So extreme, we got to an extreme, got to an extreme, got to a big extreme, down, 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 got to another big extreme. And it's just been working the other way over and over again. So crude's been a good trading vehicle here. But right now, good rebound, really crowded trade at the lows. I talked about that extensively. And nice squeeze. So anybody who was shorted up here is now getting squeezed too. So we'll take a look at $82 on the upside. Market's closing about 30 seconds here, by the way. XLE, I still think that has a little bit lower to go though. I know it's divergent from oil, but it doesn't always go in a straight line with oil. And you also have a lot of quarterly OPEX flows here going on too. So we'll see if that stuff starts to change afterward. But energy stocks backing off just a little bit here. OIH, same thing, up $1. Still okay. CCJ hanging in there, up 2%. URNM, good job to get back above this trend line. And, decent price action there. We'll see where that closes on the week. If you can get back above by Friday's close, and there's the bell, that's certainly a positive here. Market's closing up near the highs here. So what did we close at? 54.87. All right. So, again, nothing too crazy. Don't want to make too much out of it, but decent price action. And then nat gas here got a nice bounce. We'll be watching this. I'm kind of scouting a lower high here, but we'll see what it does. I don't really have any interest in it at the moment. Dollar index here down 5 cents. Nothing wrong with this. Weekly chart is still really strong, and if this starts to break up, there's a lot of upside in the dollar. Gold here, still in that bear flag formation. Starting to get the sense this might fail too. I'm not saying that it's I'm looking to buy it, but I will say again, like I've been saying, the weekly chart is fine, and if this 20 MA catches up, which it's doing, it can just go higher. Like it doesn't need to come down, right? As long as you consolidate through enough time, it can go higher. And look at these moving averages. Look at the beautiful separation that you're starting to get between these moving averages. That's how you can tell the trend is strengthening. So gold, really no problems here with it. And the reason I say this bear flag might fail is it's taken too long. Like it shouldn't take more than 7-8 days for this to 6-7-8 days for this to break down, especially with that volume there. So I would say there is now an increased chance of this failing. Doesn't mean I'm saying it's going to, but I'd say the odds are definitely getting higher the longer it takes. Silver here still holding up. Again, this is more extended though on the weekly. So this still needs a lot more time, I think. But it is starting, those moving averages starting to separate nicely though. So expect that. Platinum bidding up again today. We'll see what that does. I haven't done anything with it yet. Palladium, I still think that can get a pierce of the low. And then copper here, a little oversold here in the short term. Hasn't had a real bounce outside of like in the one day bounce here and there. Let me just check the RSI. It's not really. Let's see the 4 hour. Yeah, that could get a little bit of a bid here. So you got a little divergent there on the 4 hour. So not a bad little bounce there for copper. Yeah, I can see that retracing here. I like that tail candle. It was all the way down and then you close green. So I'd say, yeah, he probably got, there's going to be resistance around 470 and 480. That's if you can get back above 460, 463, we'll call it. I still think the better level's down here, though. All right, Bitcoin, again, continuing lower. And, yeah, now back into that 64K range. Next level is around 63. And again, I continue to talk about this, but it's funny how Bitcoin makes the lower low, but CLSK up 1% today. No lower low to speak of. Riot, no lower low. Mara, MSTR, and Coinbase all kind of holding up. So again, seeing like the risk, like that Bitcoin equities hold up, definitely a different sign there. But overall, Bitcoin pulling back here, and we'll see what that does. Again, spiders here holding up today, up 25 basis points. Again, as long as we're advancing and then flagging, no real issues here. I'm going to give the market the upside bias at least until OPEX, and then from there, we'll see what we get. Market is a little bit extended, specifically in technology, as we know. But right now, as long as we're kind of, just basing here, intraday we can inch up, and we're close to my target here, 5,500. That was the base case for summertime. I think we can easily go to 56 later this summer. But anyways, guys, wrap it up here. We'll keep it short today. You guys have a good holiday. Take care, get some rest, and I'll see you guys all on Thursday.